Hello friends, welcome to Online Web Tutor. I am Sanjay. In this video we'll discuss a very interesting topic of JavaScript, and that is how to check a key existence in an object. So first thing first, what is a JavaScript object? So JavaScript object is a standalone entity which contains properties and their types. So in this video we'll see that how to check a key existence in a JavaScript object. One more request, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel so that we can create such type of informative videos for you. Back to slide. So what is an object? So object in JavaScript is a standalone entity which contains properties and their types. If we talk about the syntax, so here, let's say with the help of an example, so where person, this is all about curly pairs, and in this curly pairs, let's say full name, this is the name value. Next key we have, let's say email, and here we have a sample email value. So here person is an object and object is denoted with the help of curly pairs, and inside this curly pairs we have two properties called full name and email, and these properties are containing some values. Like this property called full name has a value of a string type, and this email value also have a value of a string type. So as we know that inside this person object we have two properties called full name and email. But if someone asks that if mobile key or mobile property exists inside this object, so as we know that mobile key does not exist, but by the help of JavaScript code, how can we check that the key existence inside this object? So in this video, we'll discuss the complete detailed concept about key existence. So to understand this concept, let's go to browser first. And we are not opening any website, instead we are going to simply open our console. So I will click on inspect, means right click on inspect, go to console, and inside this console first we'll create an object. So let's say where person curly pairs, and inside this curly pairs let's say full name. I will store my name here, and also the next property we have called an email. And this is our second property inside this object. Press enter, object created. So as simple as that, if I type console.log, it means we are printing all the values of this object inside console. Press enter. Now we can see that here person is an object, and inside this object we have two properties called email and full name. But as we are talking about that the key existence, so let's say that if we are checking that mobile key exists inside this key, means inside this object, so after saying we can say that mobile key does not exist. But programmatically, how can we check here? So before accessing the mobile value, let's access first this full name property and email value. So if we want to get the value of these properties, so as simple as that, let's say person, which is an object name, dot, we need to type called the property name called full name. Now we can see that here after object dot full name, it gives the value of that property. Now let's say that we are going to take this value of an email, so person dot email. Now we can see that this is an email value. So in the same pattern, if we go and take the value of mobile, so as we can see, it returns undefined. It means that this key does not exist inside this person object. But this is not the best option, best practice to get the key existence. In JavaScript, we have two methods available. By the help of that, we can check any key existence inside any object. Back to slide. So the first option we have using in operator. And in second, we have using hasOwnProperty method. So let's see all these steps. Go here. So first I will use using in operator. So here, as we know that this full name exists inside this person object, so the syntax will be called property name. Here, property name. Next, when you type the operator called in and then object name. So this is the syntax. Back to browser. So here, as we know from syntax, we need to first pass all about the property name. So here we have two properties called full name and an email value. So what I will do, double quotes or single quotes, just type the property name using in operator and then we type the object name. So as we can see, it returns the true value, which indicates that this key exists inside this person object. Again, if I go and use for email address, so let's say email in person, press enter. Now we can see it returns true value. But in case of mobile, if I type mobile as a key and use in operator person, then we can say that it is returning false value. So successfully, this is all about the first option by which we can detect or check all about the key existence inside JavaScript object. Now let's use all about the second approach, that is hasOwnProperty. Go here, let's go and quickly erase all the things. If I type person, then we can see that our object is now available. So here we will use hasOwnProperty. So the syntax, if you're talking about the syntax, so it will be our object name dot hasOwnProperty, and inside this, inside double quotes or single quotes, we need to pass the key. Go here. So let's say that person is an object dot hasOwnProperty, and inside this double quotes we can pass our key. So let's say that for email value, as we can see, it is returning true value. It means this key is accessed. Now if we're talking about the mobile, so person dot hasOwnProperty, inside double quotes if I pass mobile here, and it is returning the false value. So successfully, these are the two ways by which we can check all about the key existence inside a JavaScript object. Either we can use in operator or hasOwnProperty. So finally, from this video, now we have the detailed concept about key existence inside a JavaScript object. So please like, do comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So for this video session guys, thank you for watching and have a great day.